Hi, my name's Peter, and this is my video nominating the Against Malaria Foundation for this year's Project for Awesome. For those of you who don't know, Project for Awesome is an amazing initiative set up by John and Hank Green, which raises money each year for a number of great charities. The Against Malaria Foundation, perhaps unsurprisingly, works on ridding the world of malaria. Malaria is a terrible disease. Around 400,000 people are killed, and 200 million people fall sick from the disease. 70% of people who die from malaria are children under 5, and it's also the #1 killer of pregnant women. People contract malaria from mosquitoes, and so one of the best ways to prevent people from getting malaria is to prevent them from getting bitten by infected mosquitoes in the first place. The Against Malaria Foundation distributes insecticide-treated bed nets, which hang over people's sleeping areas at night, killing the mosquitoes that would otherwise have bitten them while they sleep. This both protects the people who are sleeping and reduces the number of mosquitoes in that area. These bed nets have been shown through numerous studies to be something which significantly reduces the rates of malaria in areas where they're used. The international community has done an amazing job in increasing the coverage of nets. Due in no small part to these nets, between 2000 and 2015, malaria incidence fell by 37% globally. During the same period, malaria mortality rates decreased by 60%. An estimated 6.2 million malaria deaths have been averted globally since 2000, and that's 6.2 million deaths which have been averted. Despite past successes in targeting the disease, around 400,000 people die every year from malaria. It's about half of what it was a few years ago, which is a huge accomplishment. Unfortunately, malaria is on the rise in many regions, and there is still a substantial need for bed nets. And that's where AMF comes in. For every $5 donated, AMF can provide a net that can protect up to 2 people while they're sleeping. AMF provides these bed nets in a manner that is incredibly transparent and efficient. In fact, 100% of the money you give goes on providing nets. They partner with local groups on the ground to ensure that bed nets are distributed, and they conduct systematic reviews to ensure that the bed nets are being used properly, and that coverage remains consistent over time. Bed nets are such an effective intervention, and AMF such an effective distributor, that the charity evaluator Give Directly estimates that for every $3,500 we give, we should expect to save a life. That means if AMF is selected for Project for Awesome, we should expect to save 12 people's lives from malaria, and that's pretty awesome. I hope you vote for AMF for this year's Project for Awesome. If you want to know more about the ideas I spoke about during the video, you can check the links. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to be awesome.